Now, we have a very big story coming through from ESPN Brazil. And that story really gets us into the best picture of who Arsenal is obviously going to be signing next. One of those players is Rodrygo and Ebelechi Eze. And the question is, who is obviously going to be signed next by the club of Arsenal? Smash the like button, comment and share. If you're only watching us for the very first time, endeavor to subscribe to this channel so as not to miss out on stories that we do upload in here on a daily. Jack Grealish has obviously gone ahead to turn down some big offers to obviously leave the side of Man City. And there is a specific side that he wants to be playing at. We're obviously going to be breaking that down. And lastly, we have a story coming in through from Yao Paulinha, one of those that has gone ahead to obviously return to what we call the Premier League. So, smash the like button, comment and share, and let's obviously get rolling in here. Now, we all know to it that Arsenal is looking in for a left forward and a number 10 at the same time. And one of those people that Arsenal is really looking at to sign is Ebelechi Eze, and there is also one known as Rodrygo. Now, Rodrygo has obviously gone ahead to obviously catch the eyes of many, and many people are like, he should be the guy that Arsenal should obviously be bringing in through at their side. Now, this guy known as Rodrygo has obviously gone ahead to really find himself in a position at Real Madrid where the manager, who goes by names of Xabi Alonso, doesn't really consider him a starter. And Rodrygo is like, if I'm not starting, then I'm not supposed to be here because the World Cup is around the corner. Remember, next year the World Cup is going to be played in USA, Mexico, and Canada. So he's like, I want to be with Carlo Ancelotti and the Brazilian national team. And he really believes that Alonso is doing a disservice to him because he's really a very good player. Now, he has been linked to Arsenal all time, and Arsenal have obviously gone ahead to make what we call a transfer U-turn onto this deal. And ESPN Brazil are the source that broke the story that Rodrygo is open to leaving Real Madrid this summer. Arsenal has made the 24-year-old their first choice target to offer the left forward position. However, it's added that Arsenal are prepared to make a U-turn in their pursuit of Rodrygo. And why is Arsenal prepared to make a U-turn in the pursuit of Rodrygo? The answer is written all over the wall. His wage demands are considered as too high by Gunners who are unlikely to sign him now. So, Arsenal want the player, but the reason as to why they are planning to obviously make a U-turn is simple. The player is really too expensive. Now, let's obviously go and see how much money Rodrygo is being paid at Real Madrid. That's where we are obviously going at. We need to know how much money is it that Arsenal cannot obviously pay to Rodrygo. Remember, Real Madrid is one of those teams that has obviously gone ahead to really pay hugely, for players. That Jude Bellingham is earning close to 400,000 pounds plus. Kylian Mbappe is earning 600,000 euros plus per week. So Madrid is known for that. They've gone ahead to pay hugely for those players, and that's what Madrid does to obviously secure the signings of these players. And by the way back, we used to ask ourselves, why is it that Madrid obviously gets all these players that they want? And we've gotten to know that all they do is to obviously give these players a lot of money. The same applies to Barcelona, because at Barcelona, Lionel Messi used to earn close to £2 million plus a week. You know that very well. And the other player, who goes by the names of Griezmann, used to earn close to 800,000 euros a week. So the amount of money that they really pay them. So it shows you that it's really very shocking for them. And I think that's one of the reasons as to why Rodrygo also is calling in for the same amount of money. When you look at his weekly wages at the club of Real Madrid as Rodrygo, it's really insane, because he earns close to 202,000 pounds a week, and Arsenal believe they shouldn't be paying him that much. That's what Arsenal is really thinking. So, I think Rodrygo might be one of those players who says, I'm earning 220,000 pounds a week at Real Madrid, but I think that's okay at Madrid because Vinny, who earns more than me, is better than me. Bellingham has gone ahead to prove. The other player that has gone ahead to prove himself goes by the names of Kylian Mbappe and very many others, you know. But when he's looking at Arsenal, he's like, at Arsenal, I don't think that there is any player who is really in my levels. And I really agree with him. There is no player at Arsenal who matches the levels of Rodrygo. Guys, his skill set is really top-notch, you know. He's an all-round player. And one will ask me, who is the highest paid player at Arsenal? I'll tell you that the highest paid player at Arsenal is Bukayo Saka. And if at all you're a football lover and you are not biased, I tell you what, you can all agree with me that, or you can join my bandwagon that Rodrygo is far better than Bukayo Saka. You know, he has been playing at Real Madrid at a young age. He has won trophies and he has competed with very many players in there for you. And he has gone ahead to lead Madrid to different triumphs all over the club football. You understand? And what he does better is he plays in very many positions. He can play in the Bukayo Saka position, that is the right forward. He can play the Martinelli side, that is the left forward. And that's why everyone is like, Arsenal needs him because they want him to play that side. Then the other person is the other position he plays is the Martin Odegaard. That is the number 10 position, and he plays there very well. And I think, by the way, that's one of his best positions. That Real Madrid, they haven't gone ahead to give him a solution, a chance to play there. And if I'm Alonso, I would have gone ahead to say, I cannot sell this player. What I'm going to do is simple. Let me play him as a number 10, you know, because Madrid are really lacking what we call a formidable number 10. And he can also lead the line, playing as a false number 9. That is Rodrygo for you. And when he looks at Arsenal, he's like, all right, the best played player at Arsenal earns close to £300,000, that is Bukayo Saka, and I'm 100% better than him. Why don't you get me 300 or 300 plus? You understand? And Arsenal fears that figure because it will obviously escalate their wage bill. You understand? That's why they really never went in for Nico Williams of Atletico Bilbao, because he was asking for £300,000 a week. And that means if you pay Rodrygo or Nico Williams £300,000 a week, that means Saka will be like, I'm negotiating for a new contract with Arsenal. Please, how much are you going to be giving me? The same applies to William Saliba. Negotiating a new contract with Arsenal. How much are you going to be giving me? Odegaard, in the near future, he'll be like, I want to negotiate a new contract with Arsenal. How much are you giving me? Because you are giving a newcomer a lot of money, yet he hasn't going to obviously have any impact onto the team. And that's why Arsenal is like, Rodrygo, we are making a U-turn. The only way we can obviously come in for you is when you say that, Rodrygo, 24-year-old, I want £200,000 a week. I think 200 for Rodrygo will not scare away Arsenal, but I think Arsenal is scared away because of the demands of huge salary. And he knows to eat that. He's a hotcake because very many clubs are really interested in him, and that is Rodrygo Goes for you. So we wait and see how that will pan out. But if you've been following this channel, yesterday I uploaded a story about Ebelechi Eze, that his release clause expired yesterday. And after expiring, Arsenal are really willing to obviously continue negotiating with Crystal Palace onto the deal of a player known as Ebelechi Eze. So, looks like Arsenal have gone ahead to make their decision. As they make a U-turn from Rodrygo, they're like, we are all going Ebelechi Eze. And for me, I believe Ebelechi Eze is a very good player. So guys, I don't know what your thoughts are about this, that Arsenal is like, we are not obviously going to be getting a player known as Rodrygo, and we are in for Ebelechi Eze. So go into the comment section and really tell me whether Arsenal have gone ahead to obviously make the right deal. You know, was it right for Arsenal to obviously make a U-turn, for a transfer U-turn for Rodrygo, and they've gone ahead to obviously focus to a player known as Ebelechi Eze? I've already told you that I like Rodrygo. He's a very good player, but I think the price of Rodrygo is really ridiculous. I don't think that Arsenal at this level can obviously spend more 100 million euros for this guy, you know? And the reason as to why Madrid are obviously going to take long to obviously make a decision on this guy, unless a team really pays 100 million euros, is because there are very many teams that really need him, and the bidding war is obviously going to be anticipated and it will happen in the near future. So guys, I sign out for now. See you later. For the story of Jack Grealish and Paulinia, I'm obviously going to be bringing them back here in the near future. Rokani David remains my name. Continue to subscribe. I want to hit 30,000 subscribers onto this YouTube channel. We out. Bye-bye.